So if it's correct, I'm live on my YouTube. You shouldn't hear you talking and should only hear me talking and see me looking at Thunderbird 2 now from the outside.
Let's have a look. Thunderbird 2B. Live. I have you as a live.
So you can watch along now in a bit of a delay. Look at what I created here. Let's go to the inside, we'll give a tour. I thought with the real Thunderbird had like the standing seat in which he controlled it. So
Right, I can hear my voice on your stream.
oh wait. That shouldn't be audio capture. How about now? Can you still hear your own voice now? Hello? Rick?
Yes, sorry.
Can you hear yourself now? You have to speak then, or else we can't check.
Hang on. Moo, 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 moo.
It will take a little bit. Shout some slurs. No, I think it's good now. You can't hear you now. Yeah.
It's very, very quiet, but it's...
But you can, but as you can see the cockpit. Still everything has to be decorated.
Yeah.
Look from the outside.
I'll mute you on here, because...
That will drive you absolutely crazy.
Yeah, okay. I'm with you now.
Yeah. Look at this, the outside, with the cargo pod, with the door open. And
I'm still in the cockpit.
yeah, it will take a
There's a
little.
lot of space in the cockpit.
Yeah, I still have to. I have to decorate that all.
Yeah.
There may be even one time.
I'm outside now.
Yeah, you can look at the cargo port with the legs, that's shoved out, Yeah, you got a bit of a 30-second delay. So yeah, if you see that, you go back to the inside with my space seat. That is just a simple beginning of the cockpit, and then you could go into the rear quarters. This is gonna be some kind of personnel space, kitchen, bedrooms, some beds. Downstairs, this is gonna be a medical bay. And if we go down even more,
Oh, hang on. Just come out of the cockpit and heading...
yeah, you're 30 seconds behind something on the explanation. Yeah, and after that, I go down. Those 2 floors are gonna be personnel space, medical bay, and technical area. Then you have a door here that normally goes to the cargo bay, but it's lowered. You will see that in a few seconds. And then we have the elevator here. We can go into the elevator. Oh, I have to repair these blocks, I see. We have to unlock the locking mechanism. And then we go down. We go down to the cargo pod. I do have to make the cargo pod door remote controlled, so I can open it from inside the cargo pod. But it's a pain. What happened here? Oh, yeah, that's not too bad actually. Just close. Because with the cargo pod door, if you look, I've just made this a toggle button, but the door works on numerical signals. So I had to design a microcontroller with a slow down in it, so it doesn't slams the door shut like an idiot. So if you see, if I press on the button, it closes nice, smooth, and slowly. And you gotta think, I'll show you in the build menu how you build this. That is the amazing thing about Stormworks. Wait, then we go. Here I have to still make some ladders. I keep forgetting that. We go back into the elevator. Close the door. Oh, we activate the locking mechanism. Could make these a toggle button, It would be a lot easier. And the windows a bit higher, so I can look more outside. But to get this all working was a pain in the... Here the clunk. That's when we are locked in. We are back in Thunderbird 2. Wait, yeah, we can leave that door open. We'll go back to the cockpit. I'll show you the landing legs. I'm proud of that system, mate. It looks so cool. Every time I press the button to lower it and to raise it, it almost feels like wait, release pod off, extend legs off, retract legs. I hear that little, oh, what's happening here? Oh,
Yeah.
something, oh, I got a design flaw. Wait, yeah, something said I have to make something that centers the port when everything has shifted a little bit. I'll make some guide blocks. That's not really an issue. But yeah, you'll see in a few seconds the first lowering went wrong, but now we centered the cargo pod. And now I'm gonna start the lowering again. Yeah, look at how cool this looks in a few seconds. How it lowers itself back onto the cargo pod. What did I forget? Why is it locking up like this? Are the guide pins wrong? I don't know. Did I change something? Wait, let me see. Why does this happen? Oh, a landing leg is damaged. Something is clamping at the left rear leg, I see. There I made something that isn't making sense. Yeah, wait, because we'll go back to the workshop. I'll spawn it in again, but here, yeah, as you can see in the workshop, wait, the Y-plane, you can see from the bottom up, all the levels. That
You can't have front and rear legs operate at the same time.
Yeah, normally it does, but something is glitching there, something is sticky.
Hitting the hanger.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking something in the rear legs. I added a rear wall to the cover the legs on the inside of Thunderbird 2. And I think some blocks may have attached to the landing legs. As you can see, no, yeah, wait, let me respawn it in. Because this is a bit unclear. It spawns in like this. You walk up to the back. Turn on the lights. Here we have a giant interior space on which I have to decide on what to do. And then you walk up over the fuel tanks, past the cargo area. Then you go into the main cockpit.
I like where you put the door on the back.
How to get in when it's on the bottom. Now if we and now
Makes it look like a dog's arse.
and now look, now the legs are working perfectly when I'm pumping it up with the cargo container on it. Look at that. How cool does that look when it goes up like that? And wait, and then we it will be a few and then we'll retract the legs.
Doing it now.
And now it's coming down the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Cooler. And then now we go into enlarge RPS. Enlarge RPS. Now we go into the fun stuff. I literally got it working. Start lift engines. Start forward engines. And here we start to go. Look at that. And here we go into forward flight. Oh, that's not. Oh, oops, wrong button. And I still want to double the engines to make it faster.
Yeah.
We're going now 300. I don't know what, if it's meters a second or kilometers an hour. And it's controllable, huh?
It's kilometres.
I think so.
Look at your on your
On my,
right of your radar, it says AM.
oh yeah, I couldn't see that.
Yeah.
I'm too busy with flying. Oh, let's see. I don't know why the forward engines keep shutting off. Yeah, but so it. Yeah, but they start immediately back on. But yeah, as you can see, I literally have it working now. And you want to have a laugh? You want to have a laugh? Wait, let me first add these blocks at the bottom, because I will forget that. You see, and this is where I think I screwed something over with the rear landing legs.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, shut up, phone. Fucking hell.
What the fuck has happened here? Okay. Now give me a weight block. Yes. There are the rear landing legs. And here, yeah, here you can see in the engine tunnels, here is a lift engine hidden. If we go more into this, you can see the forward engines hidden here with the microcontrollers. If we go down into Thunderbird 2, here are the electric generators that are hidden to create electricity. This is a part of the rearward fuel tank, and the rearward fuel tank goes here around this corner and extends into the main part of the fuel tank onto the sides. I used all these triangles to get more volume. And then here the front goes to that little slit there. That's enough into the forward fuel tank to keep it balanced with the rearward fuel tank. And this is as you see, the bottom of the elevator room. So the forward fuel tank. Then here we have our batteries and microcontrollers. These are the forward lift engines. They are, you can see here the rotating jet nozzles, and then I've hidden the intakes. So in real life this wouldn't work, but this is just Stormworks visit. I've hidden the jet intakes. They're downstream of the rotating exhaust nozzle, hidden in the intake. So, but it's functional. So you can see here. These are the forward lift engines, the rearward lift engines, and then you have the forward thrust engines, which I want to double.
Yeah.
And you got to think of this. Wait, let me save this. You know, now in 30 seconds, you want to know how you start all this?
Go on.
This is how. No, not spawn. Dumb fuck. No, workbench. Create new vehicle. This is how I started Thunderbird 2. And then this is everything you have at your disposal. All of these blocks you have to design and build all your creations. And I'm gonna make a functioning radar with map, a GPS system with map, where you can just tap on the map and the plane will automatically fly there on a set altitude and hold position. Return home function I want to add. I'm gonna add some missiles, even radar locking missiles that literally lock onto a target. You can make that everything here. Modular engines, steam engines. These are my own microcontrollers, workshop microcontrollers. Where are the weapons parts? Oh yeah, here. Artillery cannons you can put on there. Belts, ammunition belts, missiles. Here, just these fluid parts, sensors, laser point, angular speed, astronomy sensor, compass, contact, distance, fish finder even, GPS sensors, humidity, radars, displays, logic blocks, equipment blocks. A vehicle parachute? I've never seen that. What the fuck? Okay.
That'd be handy.
No, mate, that's for losers who can't design vehicles. Yeah, you know where that is for? I also have the space DLC. I think that vehicle parachute is for your space capsule.
Yeah.
Because you also here have the rocket parts, the fuels. But look at all the parts you have. And just let your imagination go. That's Stormworks. This is how I started Thunderbird 2.
Yeah.
And yeah, then we get this. Load this in. This is done the separate save, but I have to update that without the cargo pod. I have to make these guide rails better. But without the cargo pod. And what I have to do now is I have to load back in the full Thunderbird 2 with cargo pod. Extract the cargo pod. Because I want to work on that. I thought for the first cargo pod now, not to make it too idiotic, because I have an idea. But the issue is, Thunderbird, the series, can you remember an episode where you see how Thunderbird 2 recovers Thunderbird 4? I can't.
Yes.
Yes? Please.
Because Thunderbird 4 was a submarine, wasn't it?
Yeah, the yellow one.
It would basically hover just over the water, then drop the pod.
Yeah.
It wouldn't drop it, it would lower the pod.
No, it drops it, literally. But this is launching,
No, it drops it when it releases Thunderbird 4. When it's picking it up, it lowers.
No, but the pod is already in the water then,
It just
No.
swims in.
Yeah, but what I mean, the pod is underwater.
Yeah.
And so it isn't in Thunderbird 2, but it hovers above it. But how does it do it? Does it literally lower itself onto the pod and then mechanically pulls it in, or how?
Have a look on YouTube, see if there's any. I bet you anything there's a video.
Because
Let me have a look. Let me have a look.
because I was thinking about this, about making for Thunderbird 4 a separate pod that is connected to 4 winch lines, so I can winch it down into the water, the whole cargo pod. And then, correct me if I'm wrong, the front door opens and 2 rails extend, and on those rails Thunderbird 4 slides into the water, or not? But then I was like, I could replicate that, but there is no way in hell I'm gonna be able to get the sub back into the pod when I'm done with the mission. So I was thinking about making the sliding rails, so that you can slide Thunderbird 4 out, but then to make like a moon pool in the cargo pod. So when you wanna,
It was on a ramp, wasn't it?
yeah, but it was on a ramp. But I never saw an episode, and I recently think I watched all the episodes of Thunderbirds there were, because I found them on YouTube. We talked about that, and it was on those launched on those rails. But I can't remember a single episode where you see Thunderbird 4 going back into its cargo pod and being recovered by Thunderbird 2. Yeah, mate, I also have an idea. Yeah, doesn't he just... I think he just... What comes into my mind is he just drives up the ramps really quick and slides back into the pod. But, yeah, that's not gonna work on Stormworks. So, I was thinking about making a moon pool.
Yeah.
Not just abandoning the ramps. Also for the launching, I know it's not authentic, but I'm not gonna be able to cramp all the ramps plus a moon pool into the cargo pod without the cargo pod sinking and pulling Thunderbird 2 even under. So I'm thinking about not creating a front hatch in that cargo pod, But if I literally make a closed space out of it, because of the compressed gases update that we had, I can literally have a moon pool in the bottom. So I was thinking about also putting Thunderbird 4 on some kind of a winch system or something, that it gets lowered from the cargo pod into the water to a moon pool and recovered to the moon pool. And first, in the beginning, this was what was freaking me out. But now I'm starting to really love the challenge. I don't know why. Maybe it is because I got Thunderbird 2 functioning. The shittiest part is done.
Yeah.
Mate, the radar now, I'm struggling with it, and the GPS and the maps to get that all working, huh? But it's because other people designed that. It's not my design. I don't know how the Lua works. I have to dig into that at one time. But now that I got the mechanics fixed of Thunderbird 2, as you can see, I'm now gonna cut out the cargo pod so we can work on that in a different save. It's easier to modify then. Okay, let's cut that. But yeah, we agree that there isn't a scene where you see Thunderbird 2 recovering Thunderbird 4 from the water. And yeah, you know what the stupid thing is? I could make it exactly that it comes with the rams and slides into the water. I made that's the easiest thing to do with the cargo pod that I already made.
Yeah.
But yeah, then you can go to the victim here in Stormworks, save the victim from his underwater crash, and yeah, that's it. He'll die in the submarine, because there's no way I'm gonna get that submarine into the cargo pod and the cargo pod back into Thunderbird 2. So that's where I'm thinking I'm gonna have to improvise. So I adjusted my view for that. Hey, what? No. Yes. Save that. Load. Cargo pod T2 fire truck. Paste. Clear. Reset. So I'm gonna have to make something up. Yeah, and as you can see, now I'm in the loose editor of the cargo pod. Wait, the bottom one I should leave green, because that's the marking, that's the block that comes, that's the level where Thunderbird 2 is at when it's raised onto its legs.
Yeah.
No, that isn't. It was the second one. Fuck. That one. Yeah, that one. Because the gate is one below that. So, what I said before, symmetry is off, huh? Yes. We need... Is that gonna work, or am I gonna... Do I want a nice staircase here? Yes, I want a nice staircase here. Oh, I have some batteries hidden there.
Yeah, I can only find videos of it launching.
Yeah, you never see it recovering, huh? Yeah, so I'm gonna have to make that up. But I think it's not like it's cheating, but I would have liked to keep it as original as possible.
It's not cheating, it's just research.
Yeah. I could see it like that.
Researching to make it as real as possible.
Yes, I think that...
It's the same as everything else. You never see Thunderbird 1 land back at Tracy Island.
Yeah, exactly. You see it because...
How do you back that one into a silo?
Because you're right, every time it comes at the customer, I wanted to say. Every time when it arrives at a customer or at a rescue, It always lands in VTOL mode, or how should I say that?
Yeah.
It always lands in VTOL mode. So, how do I say it? To land back at Tracy Island, it would have to flip back up in the vertical position to get back into the silo, as you said.
Yeah. Basically fitted like a hand in a glove sort of a situation.
Yeah, nowadays with the gyros we have, that's completely possible. As a model aircraft enthusiast, it's an easy job, to put it like that.
About the 60s when
Yeah, this was.
birds come out.
Yeah, so I think that's easily doable nowadays. But
Trying to reverse part Thunderbird 1 into the silo.
yeah, vertical. I would have loved to see them do that in the 60s. I would have loved to see that.
I mean, Elon Musk has proved it can be done because he's designed it to be caught between bloody...
Not only that, Falcon 9 lands on landing legs.
Yeah.
So, nobody's showing this on the news. The Chinese had their first successful soft splashdown with their reusable rocket.
Yeah.
That should put the fear into a lot of people, mate. China's gonna beat us to the moon. And you know what I hope they are gonna do? The first thing that they do, I would do if I was China. I would land at the
Same place as Apollo 13, Apollo 11.
all of the Apollos and prove that they were never there.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I would do. No, this doesn't look nice. This doesn't look nice. No, that's not nice. Nice. No. No. That's better. Yeah, but I honestly think the Chinese will do that.
Yeah.
Because you know what it is? You take away so much credibility of the Americans that you're gonna question every achievement they ever made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll just eat themselves alive.
Yeah, but
As usual.
yeah, but can you see? This is what I find so relaxing. Okay, we changed the door a little bit. Now the window is in the way. Oh, we need to move the window one spot. But this is what I find so relaxing, just the building. But now I'm building with a purpose. Then I found a little bit of fun again in it.
Yeah.
But the stupid thing is,
That game's right up your street. Because I'd lose the patience from one block upward.
yeah, mate. But you know what the beautiful thing is about this game? The endless possibilities, as long as you can imagine it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And yeah,
It does prove that you have got something which you say you haven't.
what patience?
Patience, yeah.
Oh, mate, I've shut this down many times.
When you've gone back to it, that's also shown your stubbornness.
Yeah, this isn't gonna. This isn't gonna work. What I made now.
What?
This isn't gonna work. I made this beautiful staircase here, huh? And this isn't gonna work. You know why? Because the other door is on the level of Thunderbird 2. So,
Yeah.
remove it all. All for nothing because I didn't. This looks better. And this I also like.
Trial and error, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's the beautiful thing about this game. And now we
Yeah.
remove these. And we're gonna simply take a ladder block. And what it is, I watch a lot of YouTube about this, but I think this is a game. Okay, you can use violence in this game, with the guns and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I think the beautiful thing is that it's purely about creating.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So now we paint these blocks. So now we got some staircases so we can get into the thing a lot easier. Zo. The thing that proves that you have patience. No, mate. This is stubbornness and pure determination.
Stubbornness mixed with fury.
Yeah, I do think, honestly, I could make. I know why I didn't make any windows in the back, because I don't know if there are gonna be any cabinets here. But what I needed to do now is measure the room I have in here. So I know the dimensions and how big my truck can be.
You're doing pretty well. You got 80 subscribers.
Something like that. Oh, mate, that's a lot. I haven't even looked at it for a long time.
80.
Oh, the truck maximum can be 8.5 meters. That's a little bit short, huh? So 875, 9 meters maximum. Yes, 9 meters. Hmm. And height and width restrictions are. Yeah, but if it's, I'm not gonna make it like a square. That's not gonna look nice. So it's gonna be 3 meters wide. So that's 1 meter, 1 meter 25. Oh, this is 2 meters 25, 250, 275. This would be normal truck width. 275. For 5 blocks is 125, 125, 250. So this is 275. 6 is 3 meters 25. How are those proportions? I like that. So I'm gonna write that down. But the cool thing is, they have these giant. You should look into it. People made creations here, Rick. Literally battleships, complete working fishing trawlers, shit like that.
Video where someone, God knows how long it took him, but he did a full-scale version of the Stormworks.
Mate, I even saw somebody who made a flying aircraft carrier, a submarine aircraft carrier, a flying. No, literally a plane with a runway on top.
Yeah, like the Avengers. They have one of them.
Yeah, but that's a VTOL with lifting fans. No, he literally made a giant jetliner with a runway on top. And the bloke who made the aircraft carrier submarine, it was that big that he had to spawn it in 2 times.
Yeah.
And then he had created a system that the 2 halves, they would rotate in the right orientations, and then they would join together. Mate, I saw that, I was like, mate, I don't want to know how many hundreds of hours went into there.
Oh yeah, this lad who did the Starship Enterprise. Because you can actually buy
the plans for it, the technical drawing.
Which tells you exact measurements for how big it is, how heavy it is.
Yeah. The technical drawings, to put it like that.
It was the technical manual for the Stormworks. And he built it. It must have took him God knows how many hours.
Mate,
starting from the point, where you were showing me here.
Mate, I think already in Thunderbird 2 now, I have 60 to 80 hours. Yeah. And then we're still at this raw. Something isn't adding up here. Okay, we're gonna save the cargo pod. New vehicle. Yes. And this is gonna be a first for me. I never designed a truck or a car.
Yeah.
I've never done that. First we're gonna make a skeleton. I forgot to look at how long that was. Is that 9 meters? No. That's 9 meters. Oh yeah, well, I need to write this down. I also gonna forget. I want to make on Thunderbird 2 even also, so that you can just pick up the wounded if you need to go to a building fire. So water cannon, remote controlled plus video, and with the special space seat that I'm using, it gives you an advantage. I can overlay a video like with a heads-up display on your eyesight, so you can literally have on your heads-up display the camera that's stuck to the water cannon, so it can gimbal and angle, and so you can even extinguish the fire before you hit the ground. Thunderbird 2 water cannon, remote control plus video, GPS, map, the radar. Well, these are all functions, just functions. Yeah, and now for this fire truck, what does it need to have? A small, fire extinguishing capability. So a water tank, a water cannon, a passenger compartment with chair, with seating, normal seating, so for the passengers that aren't hurt very bad. And then in the rear I need to have 2 or 4 beds to contain passengers. And it's never probably gonna look as good as, wait, let's go to the Steamworks shop. Rescue truck. Let's see if I can find something. Yeah, this is something I want to build for. Yeah, this, something like this, I think. This is a good example.
Evening.
Yeah, that is what I want to build. Now we make the base. Why is this not working? 1 meter, so it's 3 meters 25, because I want it to be centered. Yeah, I'll take that. First we're gonna build a standard base plate, and from that we're gonna build it up. So that's gonna be the you know why I stayed away from cars and trucks? It's the most complicated builds. You're gonna think a hovering giant VTOL Thunderbird 2 would be more difficult. No, a truck is more difficult because I have to squash everything into a really, really tight space. And if you're planning to use a gearbox and yada 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 yada. Let's see, suspension. A shock absorber that can be used to improve handling of land-based power can be passed through the suspension, allowing you to attach or control a wheel at the end. Okay. I'm guessing the suspension has to be like this. That's what I'm guessing. Mate, am I even gonna have to make my own differentials or what? That would be insane. That would be literally insane. Let me just roll one. My fucking eyes hurt, my sinuses hurt, everything hurts like hell.
Yeah.
Bah. I need to do something. Just laying in bed drives me nuts. And I'm thinking about this, but when I'm sitting behind the PC, I'm like, oh, this is too much. But I tried playing Arik now. Boy, you can forget that. I don't have the energy levels to be in a shooter.
Yeah.
But this requires a different amount of a different kind of energy. Brain energy. Yeah, but how big are the wheels then? Oh, is that a wheel with suspension? Okay. That's even nicer. Wheel 5x5 with suspension. Yes, that's just the ones we're gonna use. But are these wheels driven? Yes, also. That's pretty nice. But still, I have the question, do I need to make a differential? Let me get my phone for that. This is the best thing that AI has been invented for, right? Because AI looks through Reddit and all the posts, so you don't have to scroll the internet for hours with a specific game question. This is literally, I just grab my phone, type in the AI, Stormworks, does my truck need a diff? Does my truck need a diff? A mechanical differential is not strictly required for a truck to function because the wheels behave as if they are always slipping. Hoppa. You see, in 2 seconds, mate, if I had to look that up on Reddit or on Steam community guidelines, I would have been totally fucked.
Yeah.
Mate, I like this. I like this a lot. Hoppa. I'm making a 6x6 rescue truck. European style, cab over.
Yeah.
I don't like the American style.
Nah.
Mm. And then the American truckers go, yeah, but you European truckers, you die much more because you ain't got a lot of engine in front of you. And
We've got an engine in front of us. We just know how to use it to the best of its.
no, not
God.
no, not even that, Rick. Not even that. What I mean is like, mate, you know why we don't need an engine? Because our cabs are designed in a proper way. The possibility of dying in a Kenworth or a Peterbilt is so much higher than dying in a European truck that is almost ridiculous. Okay, so this is nice. We have a base. We have a base. So, uh, I need an enclosed teepees. Yeah, and how strange it is. Pipes are drive shafts, fluid transfers. You can put so much power through them in this game. It's ridiculous. The littlest pipes can hold 100,000 horsepower. But
Yeah.
I get why they did it. Because if you seen how many blocks there are already. What, you want to add 20 different types of drive shafts to that? Are you insane? Yes, I think that is the correct height. This is going smoother than anticipated. We're gonna delete all this. No! Don't do that. Because we want a lot of ground clearance. We also need it to get out of the pod. So I'm thinking should I move this forward 1 or 2 blocks? Yes, we could do that. Huh? 1, 2. No. Cut. Yes. Paste. Clear. Cut. I think that's a better spacing. Clear content. Cut. Paste. Clear. Cut. Paste. Clear. Now for the T blocks. I think this would also be why this is a really, it's not a game that's designed for children, but it is a really good game for children in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because how do I say this? It teaches you a lot. These technical. It stimulates not only creativity but real engineering solutions. Okay, we created a chassis with a drivetrain that absolutely, when I start thinking about it, makes no sense at all. But we'll figure that out later. I'm thinking about doing the engine in the rear. No, I need to move that front axle a bit rearward. 1, 2 blocks. Resize grid. What are you playing now?
Red Dead.
Red Dead.
Yeah. Can I give it another playthrough?
Another one. Oh, we.
Oh dear.
Right, remember how many blocks I take it to the rear. 1, 2, 2 blocks. Paste clear. So now 1, 2 blocks. Okay. Drie, vier, 5, 1,25 meter hoger. How are we gonna do this? First we need to merge everything. Yes, that's merged. Let's see, is that too low? Yes, I think so. No, 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 no. Wedge. Give me a wedge. No, not that one. That doesn't look good. Oh, that's so. So, if we yes, okay, another wedge. starting to make sense. Yes. What it is, I don't know how much this truck suspension actually suspensions. I would love to know that.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can even adjust the tire radius, the tire pressure, double wheel. Ooh. Ooh. So if I spawn this in, what will happen? It actually goes. Okay, but we can do that later. It actually it doesn't come up a lot, I think. But you can adjust the stiffness, so I reckon we'll probably be fine. Okay. Making the wheel arches. I think I have the wheel space too far apart. It looks like utter shit. Yeah, I totally agree. Resize. Cut. 1, 2. Oh, I think 1 is better. Yes. Paste. Clear content. I haven't even got my chat activated. I don't even know if anybody said something. I really honestly have no clue. some of my out of all videos even have crazy views, I wouldn't call it, but they're starting to grow over time.
Yeah. I'm quite amazed at how many people watch out of all videos.
Yes. Wait, let me check on Steam on the phone. Maybe I think we got a new update today. I might need to play some out of order today. Oh, the two-factor authentication everywhere. It's driving me so fucking nuts. BJTV 9. Out of or no, they still haven't published the new Friday news, so we might even get something today. New dosers and new doser physics. Now that game keeps on growing steadily. But the streamer they used to promote the game, that guy, I think that's the wrong choice. He keeps fucking up.
Yeah.
And he's an asshole. Split in two. He complains too much. Still yapping about how Twitch didn't pay him. Years ago, oh, God knows. Okay. So select reset grid. Resize. Cut. Paste. Clear. That looks better. Let's see. Because else the ground clearance still makes no sense. So let's try this. Something like that as a basic shape. Now I would go for that. That. Okay, this is gonna get a little bit tricky. This is what I mean with trucks and cars are a pain in the arse, because it's all about miniaturization. Okay, that's fine. Put a wedge there. Could put a wedge there. I got the base platform, the chassis I think is done.
Yeah.
It's looking ridiculous. or not. I don't know. I don't know. The front is more like a boat. I don't like that. Can't I do that like that? Yes, that looks much better.
Oh, sorry, belly's not letting me. I'm going to jump off, mate, and get something to eat.
Okay, man. Later.
Alright, mate, I'll speak to you later.
Oi.
Boy, boy.
Okay, guys, this is gonna be it for today. I hope you enjoyed it.